76-70 Elmhurst over Pomona Pitzer. Coach John Baines, can you give us an opening statement, please?
Yeah, that was a great game. I thought Pomona Pitzer had a great game plan. They really bottled us up, and we didn't shoot it particularly well, but they really got going, and number 30, Everly, really got them going, and it was just like I said, it was a long time coming with Pomona. It's been 2 years in the making to play this game, and I really believe it tells you what's been going on the last 2 years with everybody and playing college athletics. It kind of, for me, kind of says, hey, maybe we reset it and we can get back to where we're playing games like this.
Talk about that. You mentioned a poor shooting start for you. Is that one of those where you just keep shooting and you hit your first 3 and then missed, I think, probably the next 13 before you got another one? So is that one where you just got to kind of shoot your way through it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what really hurt us was we didn't get in transition, and they won the glass 28-14 in the first half. And it's a double-edged sword for us. If we don't get defensive rebounds, we can't get out in transition. We don't have lanes to drive. And so I think the message at half was we'll shoot our way out of it, but we've got to find a way to get on the glass so we can get out and get in transition.
One of the numbers that stood out to me on the box score, only 2 turnovers the entire game, and one of those was off the opening tip. I mean, how does that, you played 40 minutes with basically 1 turnover.
I think that you contribute some of that to them playing zone. So I think they weren't really coming at us there. But I'll tell you, we played this weekend. We got pressed for 40 minutes yesterday with 6 turnovers, and we had 1 or 2 turnovers today. And we got 2 really, really good point guards here. And I think when you have really good guards, that's part of it.
Talk about from the players' perspective, Jake. How do you guys? You're down with a deficit. What do you guys think coming out to the second half? Obviously you got off to such a good start. Is there something you just kind of forget about it and just gotta go out and do the work?
We're kind of like a streaky team. Like, we know we're capable of going on like a big run like that, and I think, it could be a different guy like every night. Like last night there was 2 different guys sitting here, so I think that speaks like volumes of how deep we are as a team.
Yeah, just going off that, one of our core values as a team is above all stay together, and I think at halftime we really came together and stick with that, and I think it really propelled us going forward into the second half.
What were some of the adjustments at the half? I know obviously it seemed like there was a little more effort to try to get the ball inside, maybe open up some passing lanes for you guys cutting to the basket too.
I would say really, so rebounding, like Coach said, we were down 28-14, so we really try to make that a big priority, was getting on the glass. He showed us like our records and Pomona's record of when they win the glass, and we both had like 1 or 2 losses in like 23 games, so we knew that was like a big key coming into the game.
I felt like they're a really good basketball team, but they've got some young guys playing in the lineup, and I think tonight for them, that second half and our crowd, and we have a lot of older guys, and I think when we got on a run, it really snowballed for us, and those guys are going to be really good basketball players. It's just, I felt like our experience took over a little bit, and when you're at this point with these guys, they don't like to think about it, but this is the end, and so why not lay it on the line?
So it kind of started a little bit before halftime. What did you guys do differently on defense to kind of slow them down a little bit after they were off to the hot shooting start?
Wes Hooker came to me and said, "Can I face guard 30?" And I said, "Yeah, do it." And he took it. He's a really good defender. He's one of our best, one of the best in the league. And he did not like the way that 30 was scoring. 30's a good player, and he had one of those nights. It's kind of like when Deion Sanders gets beat on a deep ball. He just says, give me the next one, and I'm going to take it. And so he face guarded him. Ocean came in. Wes had a tough night shooting, and Ocean came in and face guarded him too. And those 2 guys did a hell of a job on him in the second half. And Jay Militello really went at number 3, Mara, and he got them guarded. Those guys had tough shooting nights, but those are 2 of the premier defenders in our league, and they showed it in the second half.
Talk about the atmosphere, guys. You were supposed to be here 2 years ago playing this team. Now you're here. Talk about what it was like in the atmosphere, this gym, the place just absolutely packed, and the noise level.
Yeah, it's what every kid dreams about when they're playing basketball in the front yard. playing in front of a crowd like that, all your friends and classmates, is really something special, and it definitely made a difference tonight.
Yeah, really just the energy, and we play really well off of that. Once we get a couple plays going our way, our momentum, it really like gives us a big boost out there on the court.
We've got, these two guys are working on their masters, and we've got other guys doing it. Over the past year, it's been, do we want to put this thing back together? You know, it's kind of the last dance for some of these guys. And I'm just happy, honestly, win or lose in this one, that we got an opportunity to go back to where we were at 2 years ago, to have this home game, to have that crowd. That's an experience these guys are never going to forget.
Talk about next weekend, Sweet 16 again now, and this time you're going to play it. How special does that feel for you?
Really special. Kind of was our goal, getting back to where we were. Obviously, we didn't get to finish what we started a couple years ago, but this is exactly, we knew if we got this far, anything could happen. So.
Yeah, I think now we get to finally, live up that memory of what if. So I think that it's going to be special playing again.
We had 2 years of saying we were one of the 16 national champions in the nation, and so now we actually get to put our money where our mouth is.
All right, thanks, guys.